The Power Call with Grady Polcyn, brought to you by Online Sales Pro. Welcome to The Power Call with Grady Polcyn, where it's all about success, improvement, and living life on your terms. And now your host, he loves bad jokes and good stories, Grady Polcyn.
Hello, Online Sales Pro world. Hello out there. This is your host of the Online Sales Pro Power Call. My name is Grady Polcyn, one of the founders of Online Sales Pro, and happy to be on here with you guys today, rocking and rolling. We're looking at
Grady Polcyn.
We're live. Good to be on here with you guys. It's gonna be a fun call today, as always. Got a cool topic we're gonna talk about here. I'll reveal it here in just a second. Coach Mo, good to see you on here. I see some people popping on here so quickly, but we're going to have some fun today. We're going to talk about the body. We're going to talk about the body and talk about some connectivity, some actions that we can do as people who are desiring success, who have strong will for a greater life. We're going to talk about one key thing that many successful people do. Maybe not every day, but a lot of times of the day, a lot of times of the week. So we're going to talk about that here in a second. Let me get all my little maintenance stuff done and say hello to a few people. If you're joining me now, say hello, drop a comment in below. Let me know where you're coming in from. I always love to say hello and see the reach of Online Sales Pro. If you're watching the replay, just type a little replay in the comments below. And if this is one of your first times watching me, drop a 1 in the comments below as well. So a couple different tasks, where you're from, replay if you're watching the replay, and a 1 if you're brand new. Let me hit this refresh button, get this all up and going. And we'll get on here with just about 2 seconds. We'd love to see everybody on here. Good to see my friend Amy on here, as well as Martha's on here, Gary Smith on here, Caesar's on here. So many good people joining us here on the Online Sales Pro Power Call. And Tamara's a 1. Welcome. Timothy Christian's a 1. Gary Smith's a 1. Welcome. A lot of new people. Welcome to Online Sales Pro. This is our Power Call. This is where what I do my best as an owner of a company, as an entrepreneur, as a father, as a human, as an adult, as a failure of many things, and a success at a very few little things. Try to take that experience and drill it down and give you guys actionable steps, some processes that you can take into your business and act upon. I have a 3-prong approach that I take on this call. And step 1 is I try to give you guys new information, new knowledge, new awareness. And from that new knowledge, that new information, that new awareness, it allows you to go out there and act on your skills. And your skills are the acts at which you perform on a daily basis that make you money. Whether that is making sales calls, whether that is writing emails, whether that is constructing something, whether that is, I don't know what it is exactly for you. Let me know what you guys do to make money in the comments below. I'd love to actually know what some of you guys do. But that's crazy. There's all kinds of new features happening on Facebook Live. So new information, going to help you refine your skills. And then from the refinement of your skills, allows you to become more valuable to the marketplace. And your value to the marketplace is essentially how much money you can earn. But it all starts with new information. It starts with knowledge, and knowledge can come from the form of from a visual learning, from auditorily. If you guys are listening to me on the replay right now on SoundCloud, we always export the audio off of these calls and put them up to SoundCloud. Over 160 calls I've done over the past year and a half or so. So holy cow. Or it can come from experience, from learning information and performing a task and going, this didn't work, darn. Or this method did work. This sales approach worked. This new potential actionable task have worked. And so for you guys, the big thing is gather new information from whatever method that is, whatever method possible. Because what happens is many of us, we settle on into a job and we perform our task at that job. We build our cog and our widget and we do our little task, and we do that for a decade, and you don't grow at all because you're just doing what is necessary by your boss, whom ideally you're hoping gets fired or dies so you can get a promotion to take over their position. And that's what the majority of the world does. You guys, much different thinkers. You guys, much different people, much bigger believers. And that's what excites me about doing these calls, is connecting with people who have big goals, big dreams, big aspirations, big passions. And so let's get them out one more time. Knowledge, refine your skills, and from that process, it makes you more valuable to the marketplace. Great line, not to offend anybody, But to put some realism here is that if whatever you're doing, you're not being constantly recruited into doing something else, then you haven't risen your personal value to a level where other people see that you would benefit them as well. And it's okay to be content. It's okay to be happy with where you are, but it's not okay to be complacent. It's not okay to put yourself in a position where you don't want to grow anymore. You don't want to learn anymore. You don't want to read. You don't want to watch and learn from other people's experiences where you can make yourself better. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, we got one shot at this big old deal. And I don't mean to get too intense on you now, but let's make it the best one we can. So this is the Power Calls Online Sales Pro. We are a fantastic, absolutely amazing software company and platform that helps you generate leads on the internet. We do a lot of different things. My partner Joel and I get on here once a week and we rock your world on different marketing and lead generation tactics. Our VP of Marketing, Mr. Kevin Cohen, based in San Francisco on the leading edge of tech and software and lead generation, comes on here once every 2 weeks for our MVPs and teaches you guys about what's happening in the best ways and actual processes to generate leads. And then I come on here once a week as well. And I try to give you some motivation, some actionable tags, some tips, some things that I'm finding. And today, we're going to talk about the body. We're going to talk about exercise today and how it correlates to your success. And maybe you're thinking, I don't have time for that, or I don't want to do that, or I'm too old for that, or I'm too young for that, or I don't know what you're thinking. But what you can do right now is listen to this, listen to some educated, successful people. And I got a quick video right now I want to show you from Tony Robbins about his workout routine. And if any of you guys are familiar with who Tony Robbins is, if you're not, you're living under a rock, but I'm sure many of you are. He's one of the premier business philosopher and success coach in the world, advised by presidents and billionaires and CEOs of Fortune 100, Fortune 50 companies. And so here's a quick video about his workout routine and the value behind it. And then we're going to talk about some of the science behind how exercise can help you and your body. So let me click up this real quick and we'll jump into this. But I'm really excited about this call. I think you will be as well. So here we go.
Go, 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 good, 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 harder, harder, harder. Should feel like you're about to die, but you're not. Look at this monster. Push! Go, 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 go. Done. That one not quite as good. You ready for my morning routine?
Yes.
My whole focus is how do you get the greatest result with the least amount of time or energy. Intensity trumps duration all day long. We're going to do the briefest workout that'll max you out.
Okay. All right, Rich, let's do it.
Next thing I'm going to do is have my trainer here. His name is Billy. We're going to do this one first. Let's pop you over here. It's designed to make every muscle in your body get the maximum demand in the shortest time with the least trauma.
We're going to do basically a chest press on here.
Your job is you're going to push as hard as you can continuously, and a timer will go on. You're going to have to hold and keep pushing as hard as you can until the timer's done. It goes for 5 seconds. Go for it. Full tilt. That's it. Go, 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 go. Good, good, good. Harder, harder, harder. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on, 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 come on. Okay, let go. Good. Now we're going to leg press. Full tilt. As hard as you can. Go, 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 go. Look at this monster. Look at us go. Let it go. Oh, there you go. Nice job. You're done. Okay, this is going to be core pull. Go, 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 go. Done. That one not quite as good. You've done, 15 seconds of exercise so far total, right?
Yeah, it felt like I did like an hour's workout.
If you want, we'll put you on the little torture machine. This is something we only do once or twice a week. You don't do this every day. It's going to push you aerobically and anaerobically. There will be a point when it's pure anaerobic, and so that's where you're going to need your will, right, to be able to do it. And so we're filming you so you can't stop. Okay, pop on here. Go, full tilt now. Start it up, go. Full tilt all the way.
And push.
Push as hard as you can. That's it.
There you go.
Come on, baby. Come on,
Push,
come on.
push,
Push, push, push.
Oh, it's going.
Push, 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 push. You got it, you got it, you got it, got it. Don't let it go.
Get it, Rich.
Keep going, man. Don't slow down. Got 1 minute down. 3 minutes to go. You should feel like you're about to die, but you're not. Last minute. Everything you got for a minute. You can do anything for a minute. This is where you get all the growth. Get it back above 60. You can do it.
You're a beast.
Come on, beast. Everything you got. This is it. 12 seconds.
Line up.
10
seconds.
9
seconds.
Harder.
Go, 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 go.
7. Good job. Good effort.
Come on, again. Finish strong. Nice.
How's that feel? Give him some
Well
water.
done. Well done. Well done.
My forearms feel like jello.
You're going to feel it for the next couple of days, brother. All we're going to do now is cleanse your body a little bit more, you're going to put you in the heat and then put you in the cold and you're done. So what you're going to do is you're going to pop in here for as long as you can take it, push yourself to the edge, which for most people is about 4 to 5 minutes. And then when you're done, without delay, once you're there, you're going to drop right down into the cold plunge here. All ready? Come on in. Say goodbye to him one last time. Good knowing you, Rich. Put some water on there. How you feeling, by the way?
It's pretty extreme.
Yes,
Yeah.
Well, that's what I do all the time, so you get a better feel.
On the 4-minute machine, 2 minutes in, I didn't think I was actually going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
The voice in my head kept saying, just give up, it's fine, just give up, it's fine. But
thank God we had a camera and two people screaming at you.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't want to be humiliated on camera. Yeah.
I wouldn't have humiliated you, but Billy would have. I can promise you that.
I thought that was fascinating, right? I mean, I go to the gym and I do a little warm up and then I lift weights for about 30, 40 minutes. And sometimes I end with a little cardio and they're knocking it out in 10, 15 minutes, a whole entire body. This guy's exhausted. And so that is Tony Robbins' 15-minute workout. And so what we're going to talk about here is how exercise is the most important thing that successful people do every day and the reasons behind it and the reasons why they do it. And we're going to jump on into it in a second. But did you enjoy that video? Is that something you guys want to try? Let me know in the comments below if that's something you guys would try, one of those crazy machines where you push as hard as you can, or that ROM machine. If you look up that ROM quick machine, it's not cheap. It is a fascinating machine, but it's been around for a few years. But so take a look at that. But, you know, so we're going to jump in here a little bit more about the body and how it can work and how this can connect for you and how this can be something that you maybe more start to drip into your life. You know, we're coming into the holidays. I understand. Like I'm on a maintain phase right now, right? I've got Thanksgiving coming up. We just had Halloween. I got Thanksgiving coming up. I've got my daughter's birthday. My wife's about to have a baby. I've got my birthday. I've got family coming in town. My sister I haven't seen in like 6 months, a year maybe. She's pregnant, so she's gonna want to eat. Then I've got Christmas. Then there's New Year's. So I'm just like on this maintain phase. Can you guys comment maintain if you're on this if you can understand what I'm talking about? But it's a maintain phase that I'm on right now until, you know, kick over to January, and then I'll do dry January and rock on in through the new year and get ready for swimsuit season, so I don't have that dad bod when I'm trying to go to the pool with my little kids. So let's talk about not just about the physical appearance properties of it, but how this can actually affect you and your business and how important something like this, like a routine and physical exertion and activity, can be for your body. Awesome, guys. Loving it. A lot of people want to do it. Some people want to try it. Tony Robbins does rock. I agree. So here's a quick image, and then we'll jump on into training here, guys. So enjoy this with me. I love this image. So here we go. Exercise is the one thing most successful people do every day. By Jennifer Cohen of Entrepreneur Magazine. So here we go. What do Cher, Warren Buffett, and OkCupid founder Christian Rudler all have in common? While you might have guessed they're all professionals at the top of their game, it's not that only similarity. The truth is that they all have an even bigger commonality among them. They all work out, and they all consider it integral to their success. They aren't the only ones either. Entrepreneurs like Richard Branson, who started over 400 companies, have long known that regular physical activity, be it running, lifting, or yoga, can provide you with up to 4 extra hours of productivity every day. Even President Barack Obama, a slacker until he began running 3 miles a day as a young man, to this day makes time for 45-minute workouts before assuming his duties. Working hard and working out go hand in hand, and here are the 5 reasons why. Here we go. Number 1, you'll benefit from schedules and goals. It's no secret that Rhodes Scholars are among the most accomplished, organized, and successful people in the world. Why? The Rhodes Scholar program at Oxford University takes the sports accomplishments of their candidates seriously as they take the academic ones. Graduates of the university have well-balanced lives and both intellectual and physical accomplishments. They are good habit machines. If you're not already setting schedules for yourself, working out is a great way to build that habit. Set aside time and give yourself goals you're actively working towards, whether it's losing weight or running a certain distance. Practicing discipline as you work out and seeing results will help you carry that into the office, creating professional checkpoints to work towards. Just don't get frustrated if you don't get the results you want right away. Results can take time. If you're looking for help, there's many books and articles out there on the internet. Number 2, it'll build your brain and help you break bad habits. After a long day of work, it's tempting to crash in front of the TV and eat or drink your frustrations away. You've worked hard and you may think you deserve it now, but have you asked yourself what you deserve in the long run? It can be hard to connect with your deeper needs when you're always working or distracted. Personally, I'm susceptible to a lack of focus that makes me jump from one thing to another. I get easily distracted and fall prey to a lack of discipline. That's one of the best things about exercise. It puts your mind in contact with your body and makes them whole. Taking those few minutes out of your day to work out lets you do a rundown on what you really need, allows you to collect your thoughts, and instills a sense of direction instead of letting you indulge in yourself. It's really the best way to break any destructive habits that stand in your way. It allows all the pressures of responsibility and the desires for escape that goes with it to slide away, and replacing that pressure with a one-on-one conversation with yourself. Knowledge is power, and knowing what you need makes you smarter, more resilient, and better able to create better habits moving forward. That was number 2. It'll build your brain and help break bad habits. Number 3, you'll stay competitive with others and yourself. It is often publicized that many Fortune 500 and the most innovative companies in the world, including Google, Apple, Deloitte, have on-site exercise facilities. The reason is simple. Making exercise easily accessible eliminates any excuse and encourages staff to use the facilities. In turn, this exercise makes everyone at the company sharper and more competitive, and therefore the company itself sharper and more competitive. Even old world companies like big banks and accounting firms are building exercise rooms into their new facilities because they know it leads to results. Work can be frustrating. You may be pushing yourself to do the best you can, but whether it's negative supervisors, gossipy coworkers, or just feeling stuck doing the same thing over and over again, it can be difficult to stay engaged at work when this feeling strikes. If you fall victim to this thinking, your career will suffer. So you'll need to shake it up and find a way to relieve the stress. Regular exercise not only keeps you in the fight, but gets you working harder, better, and smarter. After all, if you want to be the best, you have to be the best self. After all, if you want to be the best, you have to be your best self. So keep pushing yourself to climb and compete, both physically and mentally. As you do, you'll see that the negative voices have less power. The naysayers will fall to the wayside as you regain control of your mood, your body, your career, and your life. Don't accept limitations. Keep working and don't give up, especially not on yourself. Number 4, it builds self-esteem for a healthier you inside and out. Football great Michael Strahan once said, "We are our own worst enemies. You doubt yourself more than anybody ever will. If you can get past that, you can be successful." Working out can not only decrease stress, but teaches you that you can excel beyond the limitations you set for yourself. It builds your body and mind into a sharper tool, and knowing and feeling that does wonders for your self-esteem. Switching gears from I can't to I can and I will is an unbelievable change of perspective, and fully believing that allows you to overcome what you once thought was impossible. Number 5, you'll work smarter, not harder. We know corporate retreats are a great way to increase morale and team build. Unfortunately, these tend to be harder to put together and happen infrequently. However, a pickup basketball game or a company baseball game can be done fairly easily and can lead to similar results. Plus, unlike some retreats, they are great and a fun way to exercise and light the fire in your belly. Having a regular commitment outside the office can be increasingly necessary. Just as you can burn out from overexercise, You can hit a point of diminishing returns if you stay much longer than 8 hours at the office. Scheduled or spontaneous workout time can help you make the most of your work time by keeping you aware that when it's quitting time, it's really quitting time. And it's comforting to know that even if you're not at work, you're building a more focused, more productive you. Doing it with coworkers has an added benefit of bringing everyone together and maybe even solving a few problems on the court. Now remember, this advice is not about getting bikini ready or becoming an Adonis. It's about getting in shape, inside and out, to tackle the most important challenges. It's about creating patterns in your life that bring about the best you possible. After all, the politicians and celebrities aren't fictional characters. They're real people who have seen results, and that can be you too. Give your body the attention it deserves, and your professional life will follow suit. If you want to build a strong career, you'll need the strength to build it. Powerful stuff, guys. Powerful stuff. And what's easy to do, as my grandpa would say, Grady, it's easy not to do. So it can start as easy as waking up in the morning, drinking a bottle of water, doing some stretching and a few 3 sets of push-ups and 3 sets of crunches and 3 sets of squats in your bedroom for 10, 15 minutes, then, jump in the shower. Like, it can start as easy as that. And I know that many times it doesn't work. Here we go. I'm going to get really personal right now. This is a Simply Fit board that I used when I was in San Francisco, because I lived in San Francisco earlier this year for about 6 months, and we didn't live anywhere near a gym. I had a nanny that I paid a healthy amount of money in order to watch my children so I could work. And when I got done with work, there just wasn't time for me to sneak away for an hour to go to the gym. So I couldn't make it work. So I got this Simply Fit board from my mom for Christmas. I don't know why she got me the pink one, but I used it in my office, and I just literally swiveled for 20 minutes and did some push-ups and crunches, got some exercise bands, and worked out in my home office when I lived in San Francisco. And so there's we can make excuses, or we can take action, right? We can make a million reasons why something won't work, why this is that way and that is this way, or we can just find a solution. And so I'm not in some great shape, but I do my best to tension relief, stress relief, I got some responsibility these days, from children to wives to companies to employees to customers, customers, keeping satisfied. And so exercise can be a fantastic tension relief and stress relief, and also all the amazing benefits from schedules and goals. Build your brain, help break bad habits. You'll stay competitive with yourself and others. Build self-esteem for a healthier you inside and out, and you'll work smarter, not harder. So I know everyone's got an opinion on exercise and working out, and everyone's got food and vegan or gluten-free or dairy-free and all this stuff. Regardless, if your idea of healthy is Diet Coke, sweet and low, and light beer, you need to read a couple more articles, right? And you got to educate yourself a little bit more on what it takes to get good nutrition in your body. I mean, I said at the top of the call, we got one shot at this thing. So I want you guys to focus on just doing some action. Let me get a yes in the comments below if you guys will commit to start doing some form of exercise in the next 2-3 weeks. Find a way to get it in your life. It doesn't have to be every day, right? Start 2 days a week, Mondays and Thursdays, right? Just start doing something, whether it's walking, running, whether it's jogging. I push my kids in the stroller around the neighborhood at a 6 mile an hour pace, just try to get my heart rate up a little. So again, I'm not some fitness guru or anything, but I'm just starting to see all these correlations in successful entrepreneurs. I watch a lot of these business interviews, and they're like, yeah, one of the first things I do, I have a nice morning routine. I wake up, I do some form of, I drink water, tea, some bulletproof coffee, a meditation, I get some exercise in, and then I conquer my day. But it's very consistent. All of these very successful people, how they find the reality of putting exercise into their life. Good to see so many yeses on here. Oh, every party has a pooper, and that pooper is Rob. Rob, nice to have you at the party. Welcome. Every party has a pooper, and that pooper is Rob. So good to have you on here, buddy. But good to see so many people that are committing to do something that's good for their life. I mean, that's it. I'm a basketball coach. I love that. I got business tips galore. I got 660 calls on business tips, but this is a life business tip, and it's so interesting. If I look at a lot of my successful friends, they have a workout regime. They have a workout. It's interesting. It's like, what all these secret people, what all these successful people do anyway? Well, they have a plan and they work it. They take care of their body. They follow up with clients effectively. They have a prospecting plan. They have a consistent lead flow plan, and they manage all of that stuff in a congruent manner, but it all kind of helps itself. And so, I know a lot of you guys can be in a business position where you're struggling, and some of these things, you don't have time for this. I got the kids, I got this. And I know some of you guys need to sleep less. That's the reality. Some of you guys need to sleep less. And if you sleep a little less and you incorporate some more business stuff in the morning, get an exercise done, get your wake up and go to the gym at 5. Before you got to wake up with the kids at 6:30 and take them to school, then you got your job. I get it. We're all busy. But if it's important, you'll find a way. And if it's not important, you'll find an excuse, like Rob. So, our good friend Darlene is on here. We're just talking about exercise, Darlene. And good to have you on here. Darlene's had an incredible overcome, had physical change. And so, but it's great to see Darlene on here. So this was the message today. If you guys have, let's see, it's 11:27. How about we do 5-10 minutes of OSP Q&A? If you guys have any business questions, any lead generation questions, any entrepreneurial questions, any questions about this stuff, drop them in the comments below right now. We'll do a little 5-10 minute Q&A. If you don't have any questions, I'll send you off to your day. I got one final awesome, powerful video to watch. But let's see if any questions pop in. I'm going to check the comments real quick and see what everyone is chatting about. Good morning from Australia. Nice to see my friend Brad on here. John Bones on here from the UK. Loving that. My friend Norm Flowers. Amy's on here. Mallory. Who's got the Slight Edge is a fantastic book. Running isn't a good exercise for the whole body compared to sprinter and distance runners. D. James Powers. Running is a good cardio. Running is good for impact. I mean, there's all kinds of the best exercise in the world. You want to know what it is? It's the one you do. That's it. There's no, just get started, find out what works for you. I enjoy running. I enjoy elliptical. I enjoy lifting. I'm not big on swimming, right? There's maybe at some point I'll get better at swimming, but good to see some people saying yes on here. Yes, I use my resistance band in my bedroom. Awesome, Ethel. Also trampolining. Any of you guys do trampolining? I hear trampolining is incredible for the body, getting you all attuned and sun gazing. We can go far down this rabbit hole. But I came across this article about exercise is the one thing most successful people do every day. And I really wanted to, as this is our goal in this call, is to impact you guys with things. So I'm a basketball coach, put exercise in your morning routine. Perfect. So let's see what's going on here. I have been sleeping less and it's working well. That's great, Darlene. Rob says, our positive friend Rob is saying, I'm here to find ways to create an OSP Facebook marketing campaign. I'll let my physical therapist work on my body. That's unfortunate. You have a physical therapist already. I hope everything's okay. But OSP Facebook marketing campaign, your goal would be an MVP. We have some videos on Facebook ads. In addition to the back office, we have a product called Facebook Ad Essentials, where we teach you from A to Z how to set up Facebook ads and put yourself in a position to start generating leads on the internet. So go check those out, Rob. Gail says, is there a funnel training video as in first page of funnel, second page of funnel? Gail, the Online Marketing 101 training, I believe it's accessible either through VIPs or it's accessible through MVPs, or you can actually link to that Online Marketing 101 training that is linked from the front of the corporate page. One of the 3 links on the front of the corporate page, you can find that video. And that goes through A to Z. Ideally, first page of a funnel is some sort of curiosity inducing copy, could be a video, but your goal is to capture email at minimum, name, email, phone number at most, and then from there, drop them on a second page, which is more of a sales presentation page, right? People get so excited about this word funnel, and the reality of a funnel is just a presentation process. It doesn't need to be 7 steps. It doesn't need to be 4 steps. A lot of funnels are 3 steps. Opt in, collect information so you can follow up if they don't buy. Step 2 is a sales presentation, your product, your opportunity, your service, whatever it is in a video form. We prefer, as video is quite engaging. And then step 3, there's usually a button below the video that says enroll now, get started now, buy product now. Step 3, boom, they go to a third page, which could be on our platform, could be on any platform, where people can enroll or buy the product that was featured in step 2. So hope that helps, Gail. That Online Marketing 101 training goes into a lot more detail. And so you can look at that as far as more information. Kevin does a great job, but that is the basic training on what a funnel is for everyone who's on here. So page 1, simple opt-in. Discover 3 simple steps to lose 12 pounds in the next 30 days, right? Then they go to step 2, and you've read an article or made a video, or you're a personal trainer or not, and you give some people some information on how to on how to lose the 12 pounds, right? Strength training, exercise, eat less carbohydrates, whatever, whatever that is. I'm not a therapist, a licensed therapist in any capacity, or a therapist. I don't know where that word came out, or a personal trainer. But in that capacity, you're giving the information on page 2. So that's how you capture it on page 1, and you give it on page 2. 222. Did you get my information, says Todd Crump. I don't know what you're referring to, Todd. You can email support at Online Sales Pro, and they can help with any issues or challenges you're having. Trampoline and paddleboarding, go Norm. Swimming is passive exercise to the muscles. It's good for duration growth. D. James Powers knows what's up on personal training, so we get him in here. The Free Report Network Marketing sales page. Does OSP send out follow-up emails? Eric Bland. Yes, we do. Eric, yes, we do. The Free Report Network Marketing sales page, do we? Yes, any Online Sales Pro affiliate page that is on the affiliate page, we send follow-up emails for. Hope that helps, Eric. Once I get some funds, I'm going to head back to the gym, count my macros, and get back in the protein powder. Bring it on, Alex Harris. Love it, Alex. Love it, man. Just keep that in your head and make a plan and act on it. Is it a grand idea to use blogging for gaining leads? Will Daniel, excellent question. There's 2 ways to get traffic to your website. There is paid traffic, which is be like Facebook ads or Google ads, or you can do YouTube ads, Pinterest ads, LinkedIn ads, Twitter ads, where you're paying to have your message put in front of people. The other method is creating content or engagement with people, whether you're messaging people on Facebook, you're making Facebook posts, or in Will Daniel's example, blogging. So here's an example. I'm doing this Facebook Live right now, just a general training on health and exercise and how it correlates to success. And from there, we're going to take this and we're going to extract the video and we're going to upload it to YouTube. Then now it lives on YouTube. Then we're going to take that YouTube video and we're going to embed it on our Online Sales Pro blog. And then we're also going to extract the audio and upload the audio to SoundCloud. So one piece of content, 45 minutes of my time now gets syndicated across 3 additional platforms. So the idea for gaining leads is you want to get people out there. Now, blogging is great, but you can't just go on there and blog about your feelings and about, well, you can, ideally. It depends on what your timeline for starting to turn a profit, right? If you need to turn a profit soon, then I'd probably encourage you to do some Facebook ads or some paid traffic. If you've got the long game and you want to build a brand around Will Daniel and you're a specialist on, let's see what you got going on. Marketing producer at Polar Beats. Polar Beats is what? Let's look at what Polar Beats is and we'll talk about this. I'll talk about this more educated. Polarbeats.com. Let's see. I'm going to check. We're going to do some Will Daniel. Polarbeats.com is loading. A mixing, mastering, a beat maker's perfection, click updates. Here's a problem, Will Daniel. I don't know what your business is. So polarbeats.com, a beat maker's reflection, about. So we'll go to the about page and you don't have any information on your about page. So I don't know what your business is, so that's step one, Will. Fix your website and define out what it is. How beat makers use free revenue. Like, are you selling headphones? There's videos on here of a guy with a gun. There's songs on here. So you got to refine your message, Will. That's step one. I don't know what your business is. So I think it's something in music. So we'll start there. If your business is in music, whatever form it is, whether you're a promoter or a producer or you sell a product, you can blog and create content wrapped around what that is. Latest trends in the industry, what top players are doing, execs, and you can start to create content about that. You can do that on video form and talk to your audience. If you have a small audience, then as we talked about, you can extract that video, put that on YouTube. YouTube's the number 2 search engine in the world behind Google. Then you take that video and the content, you can extract the transcript of what you say on your video and upload that to your blog. Now that's going to get syndicated and listed and meta tagged. And now you're going to be featured on the number 1 search engine in the world, which is Google. So Google, YouTube, Facebook, and then you export it and put it on SoundCloud, or you can upload it to Apple and put it on a podcast. And that puts you in a position where now you're taking your efforts of one and you're multiplying it. So yes, blogging is a viable platform, but don't rely just on blogging alone, because where blogging gets legs and traction is links in and links out. So you got to be creating something. You need to refine your website. So there's a consistent message or a message at all, because I don't know what you do or what you sell or what it is. There's a step. You have a website. That's step 1, man. You're ahead of most people in the world as far as business goes. Just refine it. So hope that helps. Yes, blogging is good, but do them all. If you're going to do blogging, do YouTube, which is video, and then also do podcasting at the same time. It's same one amount of work, 3 times syndication. Hope that helps, Will. Do I need to brand myself before funneling, Ethel? No, not at all. I mean, you could, depending on if you want to become a coach. Depends if you're selling products, or are you selling. I mean, if you're just promoting XYZ jungle juice, you need to get people who want to buy XYZ jungle juice. Now, what does XYZ jungle juice do? It helps you lose weight. It helps to reduce inflammation. It helps you, your skin glow. Good. So market to people who want to lose weight, who have inflammation and have skin challenges. So market that product to them. It doesn't you as the salesperson, the buyer doesn't give a crap who it is. They want the result from the product. So it doesn't matter who you are over here. You want to find potential buyers for this product that you're marketing. Now, if you're selling your own coaching services or you're selling your own marketing agency services, yes, you kind of need to build up a little personal brand. So when people go to hire you for $100 or $200 or $300 a month, they know what they're buying. So I hope that helps. Feel free to ask it another way, but I feel like questions are dying down. So I think this is a good way to pause. I got one final video I want to share for you, but great question, Ethel. Great question, Will Daniel. And then always great to see so many of my great friends on here, but I'm gonna let's end it today. We'll wrap it up here. Good to see my friend Kola on here as well. Nice to see you guys joining and jumping on. But here's a nice little video from John Azaraf and about his ascension to success. And so check this out. I appreciate you guys. I'm grateful for you all. I always like to end this thing with 2 quotes. First one is, invest in yourself. It's the only place you can guarantee a positive return. The time you spent with me here today has been an investment in your future self, in the future knowledge and skill growth and value that you're going to put out there in the world. So I hope you found value in this. I found value in spending time with you guys. And last quote is, success loves company. Work hard each and every day, and we're going to get to the top together. So ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you. I'm grateful for you. Check out this last video, and we will see you on the next Power Call. Goodbye.
I felt dumb. I felt like I wasn't as smart as the other kids, and I started to get into a lot of trouble. One of the most, embarrassing stories, in my life, there was this woman who lived in our building. Her name was Sadie, and she was a teacher, and she used to have this big white cat. It was about 20 pounds. I used to go over to her apartment when I was 12, 13 years old, just to talk and keep her company. When she would leave the room, I would go into her wallet. I would take $20 or $40 from her wallet. And she was the most loving, caring, kind woman you could ever ask. And I was taking money from her. And years later, I told her. And she said to me that she knew that I was taking money from her, but she was fine with it because I was like her son. and she understood what I was doing and why I was doing it. But she gave me so much love and so much compassion, so much empathy, that even though I was stealing the money from her, she was giving it to me. I offered to pay her back all the money that I'd stolen from her plus some, and she wouldn't take it because she knew she was just helping me get through some of the hard times of my life. My parents fought about the lack of money every single day, and that stemmed from my father being a gambler. He was going and gambling on cards and on horses, and almost every single night he and my mother would fight about his addiction, his gambling, and the fact that there wasn't enough money. At a very, very young age, not only was I doing things to make money so I can give a little bit to my mother and to have a little bit of money in my pocket to feel safe. Money in my pocket made me feel like I could protect my mom, I could protect my sister. And what I didn't know at the time was how much of my self-worth and self-esteem I was stripping away because of what I was doing as a kid. I didn't believe I was smart enough. I didn't believe I was good enough to do things legal. I didn't think I was worthy enough. And as I was getting older, I was getting into more and more and more trouble with more and more serious consequences. And I was one step away from either jail or the morgue. And in one lunch, the trajectory of my life changed. This man, Alan Brown, asked me what my goals were, and I didn't have any. And he asked me if I would go home and write my goals down on this piece of paper, or several pieces of paper that he gave me, where I wrote down, how much I want to earn, what's my net worth going to be, what age will I be when I retire, where am I going to travel in the world, what kind of car do I want, what kind of home do I want. And he made me write out, 5-6 pages of a new story for my life. And at the time I thought he was nuts, but he also gave me the how-to. And I believe this works so much that I still do it today. So every day when I wake up and I brush my teeth, I have on my mirror my top 3 goals and the vision for my life. And as I brush my teeth, I'm reading the words to prime my brain. So it's brush your teeth, prime your brain. And I'm reading the words and I'm feeling what it would feel like to actually achieve the financial success I want, the physical success I want, the charitable contributions I want to make, the difference I want to make in the world. And it all stems from not wanting to have an ordinary life. I want to have an extraordinary life. And so everything that I do is geared towards how do I have and make sure that I have an extraordinary life. And in 1995, I found this Dream Homes magazine, and I cut out a picture of this beautiful white home with lots and lots and lots of windows. And I cut out this picture and put it up on the vision board. And every day when I'd walk into my office, I would look at the vision board and I would pretend that I was walking through that house. I'd pretend I would be driving the car that was on the vision board. I'd pretend I was wearing that beautiful Italian suit. I'd pretend that I was giving tens of thousands of dollars to charities. When we had just moved into the new home that I bought and renovated, my son Keenan came into the home office, and there was these boxes sitting against the wall. And he sat on these boxes, he was banging his legs on the boxes. And he said, "Daddy, what's in the boxes?" And I said, "Sweetheart, they're my vision boards." And at 5 years old, he said to me, "What's a vision board?" And I tried to explain to him that when I have a dream that I want to achieve, I put it on the vision board. And I said to him, "Sweetheart, let me just show you one of them." And so I opened up the box, which was still sealed and had been sealed for over 3 years in boxes. And I pulled out the first vision board and looked at it. Right in the middle of the vision board was the house that we had bought and were standing in. And I looked at that, and my first thought was, how did the house that I'm living in get on that board? I thought somebody was playing a trick on me. And then tears started to come down my face, and my son said, "Daddy, why are you crying?" I said, "Sweetheart, I think I finally understand how setting goals and visualizing and materializing, making them real, happen." What it represented for me was living an extraordinary life instead of an ordinary life. Living something of a dream life was being extraordinary as opposed to being ordinary. I always felt when I was a kid that my family was actually not even ordinary, that we were below ordinary, we were below average. And the house for me represented being above average. If it was possible for me, then it means that it was possible for anybody else. Mindset, skill set, and action set together. When you do that, that's what is the magic pill the magic wand that helps people achieve success. It's not just hoping and praying and wishing for success or cutting out pictures from a magazine. You've got to align the mindset with the behaviors that you want to achieve, and that really is the magical formula. You are good enough, and you are worthy enough, and you do deserve to achieve success based on the effort and the work that you've put in. That's what I want for everybody. I want everybody to participate in their own rescue.